Okay, so let's go ahead and open a new blank Word document, please. Okay, so every time that we open a new Word document, remember, okay, that's going to be on the quiz, okay? By default, the settings are margins
1 inch.
on every side, okay? The orientation is always going to be portrait, okay? And it's going to be calibrate body, font type, 11 points, okay? So that's by default, okay?
Can
Now,
you change your? Can we change our default?
oh yeah, you could definitely do that, yes. Yeah, I mean, depending on where you are working, okay? I mean, if you just apply different margins, see from here, you could set it as default.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't
So in
recommend
font
that
you can do that also?
yeah, but I
Okay.
don't recommend that you guys do that for now. Yeah, but definitely. See, we could change the margins, we could change the paper. We are going to be getting into these options also, okay? Because we are going to be formatting a small chapter for a book. It's going to be like 10 pages. So then that's when we are going to be accessing the paper size, the width, that's the default, height. And then we are going to be using also the layout, okay? And we're also going to be using, multiple pages. See, we're going to be using the mirror pages. That's the settings that we use when we work into a small book. Yeah, so there's a lot more things that we are going to be getting through, okay? And yeah, you could change those default settings. Now, I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so everybody could see, okay? And let's just go ahead and type in, okay? Go ahead and start typing your first and last name. Okay, and then you guys are going to type in just a telephone number. I mean, you guys could go ahead and type in your number. Okay, and then a space, and let's say that this is going to be home. Enter, enter. Okay, now here's the question. Let's say that I want to have a title here. Can we still add a title above Alfredo Martinez?
Yeah.
Okay, so we just need to move down Alfredo, right?
Right.
Okay. Now the title here is just going to be working with tabs. And that's going to be center, okay? If you guys come back to your home page, your home tab, right here we have the center option, okay? Center. And let's go ahead and save this, okay? So that's the title that we're going to be using, okay? Working with tabs, okay? So file, save as, under my computer, and here's my Word 2013 10 a.m. folder. I'm going to be using exactly the same name for future reference. Okay, and I'm also going to be including today's date, okay? So you guys can say, oh, no, I wasn't here that day. Okay, so there's the new title. Okay, working with tabs, and the date. Okay, so is everybody with me?
yes.
Okay, a lot of times we're going to be using the tabs, okay, because tabs, we could also include some indents, okay? Now look, right here I have a name, right? So I'm going to place insertion point right here at the end of 626. I'm going to remove the space between. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and remove the space between. Okay, and then let's go ahead and click on the tab key, okay? So tab is going to what? It's going to separate the text by half of an inch, correct? Now, I'm also going to do, let's go ahead and do the same with home, okay? I'm going to delete the space between home and the telephone number, and then I'm just going to go ahead and tab that, okay? One tab.
Oh, so we're just doing one tab?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
okay. And let's go ahead and turn on your show and hide. Okay, so there's a little arrow, tab, right? Now, there's going to be occasions that you guys, probably first you guys type in your text and then you guys use the tab to separate, okay, the text, okay? Now, let's say that you guys want to apply some, the leaders, okay? So a little dotted lines that are going to go between every time that we apply that tab, okay? Now, in this case, we already type in the text, so we need to highlight them. Once we highlight them, if you come back under your page layout, right here we have the paragraph group, and there's a little text launcher. Okay, this is the long way to get to the tabs option, okay? But we're going to see the other way. Okay, so once we have this window, see, we have the indentation, okay? We have the spacing before and after, okay? And then right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 little tabs, okay? So we're going to click into the tabs. And that's going to change that window to this little guy here.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. I can't see the bottom. I can't click into tabs. So if I just hit enter, will it default to tabs?
Mm-hmm.
It will. Okay. Okay. Well, it disappeared.
It disappear?
Yeah, I'm going to go back and try it again. Okay. Yeah, I just can't see. Like yesterday, I can't see. So if let me hit enter again. It just disappears. Well, you can just go ahead. I could follow you. Because you said that's my resolution, right, on my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just follow you on my other screen. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Remember that first I'm going to give you guys, can see the introduction, okay? So there you go. Okay. So remember that in this case, here we only use tab to separate the text. Right? Now we highlight it and we open up the tabs options. Okay. Normally right here, you guys will see the numbers for the tabs, okay? But we don't see them right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on cancel. Let's make sure that you guys click at the end of home and then hit enter twice, just to keep us separate, to separate that. Okay?
Twice?
Yeah, enter twice, just to leave a little space between. Okay, so that's using just the standard tab, right? So we separate the text from one and the other. Now, right here, we are going to do this in a little different way. Okay? Remember that our page right now, the width is 8.5. Okay, so let me go ahead and zoom out so that I could see my left margin. Okay, and here's my right indent for the right margin. Okay? Now look, here's my insertion point. Do you guys see this little guy here? Don't click on it, okay? Just bring your pointer, okay? Now, but the left tab is always going to be on by default. Okay? So this is already on. Okay? Now let's say that I want to apply my first tab right here into the 1-inch mark. Okay? Don't click into that because it's going to change it to a different one. Okay? So just bring your pointer and click into the 1-inch mark. The tip of your pointer is going to go into the number 1. Just one click. And you guys are going to see this little L. It looks like an L icon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Perfect. Now, let's go ahead and come back and click one time only into the tab, okay? The left tab is going to change into the center tab. Okay? Now, if you guys bring your pointer, let's say that, well, this time the center tab is going to be on, for now, let's say that's going to be on the 3-inch mark, okay? 3-inch. One click, and there's a other tab, okay? Now, let's go ahead and come back and click one more time into the center one now. And now we have the right tab, okay? Now the right one is going to go on the 5.5. Okay, so here's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 little lines, one click, and there's my right tab. Okay? Now that I have my settings, this is what we're going to do. Okay? Here's the insertion point. Let's go ahead and type once. The insertion point is going to be aligned to the 1-inch mark. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and type in your name, first and last. And then we're going to go ahead and tab that again, okay? Tab. Now, see, it jumped into the 3-inch mark, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, now let's go ahead and get the phone number here. And then we do another tab. Now it's going to be aligned to the right tab. Okay, and right here you guys are going to type in home or cell, depending on what you guys type in. Okay, so now that I have my settings, let's go ahead and hit enter. Once we hit enter, the insertion point is going to be aligned to the left margin. Okay, so again, we're going to be using tab to align that. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and go down the list. I'm going to type in any Santiago. Okay, and then tab, okay? And then again, I'm just going to go ahead and make a number. And then tab, and I'm just going to type in cell. Enter, tab, and I'm going to go with another one, okay? Chart set, McCloud. Tab, another number, the telephone number, we're just going to make up. And this is going to be, let's say that's going to be office. Enter. And make sure that you just click on save. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and turn off your strong height.
What?
Strong height. Let's go ahead and off. And there's your list. Okay? Now, the other reason why we use tab, okay, let's go ahead and highlight 1, 2, and 3 lines, okay? If you guys notice, I select that from my left margin, okay? Click, hold it and drag down. So we select only the 3 lines, okay?
Your audio is bad again.
Again? Okay, we're probably going to switch, okay, the internet provider because, I mean, we shouldn't be having this so much trouble, okay? So we are checking into that, okay? more likely we're gonna be getting another company.
Okay, Mr. Martinez, I can't get the arrow to go.
Where?
To go so I can highlight the whole thing.
Annie, don't forget to scroll. Don't forget to scroll. You're gonna have space right here. So if you scroll to the left-hand side, you will see your margin, okay? So that you can click and drag. Yeah, your scroll bar is always gonna be there. But if you're too close, you're not gonna be able to. Yeah, the scroll bar. Okay. Perfect.
Thank you.
Now that we have 1, 2, and 3 lines selected, okay? We're gonna come back to the tabs options, okay? So how we are gonna open that? If we come back to the page layout, we have the paragraph group, we have the text launcher, right? And then we have tabs. Do you guys see the difference now? This time we have the 1-inch mark, 3-inch, and 5.5, 5.5. Okay, which we didn't have in the other one, correct? Because we just use a tab, by default. Okay. Now, the idea to come here is because I want to use this leader here. Normally, that's the one that you guys probably gonna be using most of the time. Okay. Now, before you guys select the leader, okay, make sure that you guys click into. Let's see. I'm gonna drag this to the side. Okay. Now, into the 1-inch mark, I don't need the leaders. I don't need the leaders here because that's gonna be blank. Okay. So make sure that you guys click into the 3-inch mark. You guys are gonna see that under alignment it says center because that's the tab that we use. Right. Now, under leaders, it says none by default. Let's go ahead and click on number 2. Now, anytime that you guys apply one of these settings here, okay, it's very important that you guys click on set. It's very important, okay? Don't click on OK, just click on set. Okay? Now, we are also going to need some leaders right here between the numbers and home, cell, or office. Okay? So this time it's going to be the 5.5-inch mark. Okay, we click into that. Again, we select number 2 leaders. Make sure that we click on set. Okay? So to the 1-inch mark, we didn't apply the leaders. We only applied to the 3-inch mark and the 5.5. Okay? Now that we apply that, let's go ahead and click on OK. And there's your leaders. Okay? Now from here, because we already have the settings, make sure that you guys click at the end of Office, okay? You don't need to do that again, okay? It's just going to continue with the same format. Let's hit Enter, hit Tab, okay? And then we're going to type in Emma, Tab, and then the telephone number. Another tab, and let's say that this is going to be her cell phone number. The tabs now are going to be created automatically. Why? Because we follow the same format above. Yes. Okay, we have Jackie, King, tab, tab. Let's say that this is going to be her office. Tab. And then we have Susan. Did I miss anybody? No.
Forgot me.
Mary.
Oh, Mary.
That's so hard
Sorry.
to forget.
I'm sorry.
Hurt my little bitty feelings.
Mary. Okay, so this is going to be yourself. There you go.
So we need, don't I have?
And make sure that we click on Save, okay? Now, let me know when we're done.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Now, as you guys can see when we hit enter, those, see, the left tab, center tab, and right tab still on. Okay, there's going to be occasions that you guys need to create a small list, and then you guys just want to continue. Okay, if you guys come back to home and you guys don't want to continue using the same tabs, okay, just go under, let me see, yeah, right here, under your phone group, and we have this little guy here. Okay, now this is going to click, this is just going to click the format. Okay, but starting from this point. Okay, now that I click into that, see, those little tabs are not available anymore. Okay, and then you guys can continue working on your project. Okay, you guys are probably going to be running into something like that, that you guys hit enter and you guys want to start with a new format. Okay, just come back here and click clear formatting. Okay, and it's just going to be from this starting point. Okay, now one more thing. Let's go ahead and highlight the list because the numbers are kind of a little bit too far to the left side, right?
Mr. Martinez,
Yeah.
when I do what you just said to do, it kind of throws Mary off the list. Sorry, Mary.
Okay, because you have, yeah, because you have Insertion Point right here at the end of Mary, of cell.
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I figured it out and yeah,
that's going to
undo.
click the format. Undo. Then make sure that you
I
click
went
at the
undo.
end. And then we hit enter. See?
Yeah.
When I hit enter again, see, it keeps follow with the same format. Okay? So here's my...
Enter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Twice. Hit enter twice.
Oh, twice.
And then you could go back to home and then click on clear format.
Mr. Martinez,
Yeah.
I need to make a phone call, so I'll be back after break, but I might be a little late, okay?
Oh, it's break time.
Yeah.
Well, I have to leave because I have to make a phone call at 11:30.
Okay.
But I'll be back as soon as I'm done.
Yeah, no problem.
You'll probably be on break. That's fine.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a break for starting right now. Okay, we're going to come
Yeah,
back in.
and I'll be back when I can.
Okay, no problem. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, like I was saying, okay, now when you guys highlight or select, okay, don't go over. You guys see that I have this selection down here? Okay, that's gonna change. See, now my tabs are dim out, okay, so that's gonna create a little trouble. Okay, so when you guys highlight them, make sure that it's only the lines of text. Okay, wait for the little screen to pop up. Left click, hold it, and drag it into whatever position you guys want. Okay, we could also do that from the right. Okay, we could do that from the left, etc., etc. Okay, but I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it on 1 inch mark. The left tab and right tab is gonna be into the 5.5. Okay. Oh, there we go. So those are tabs, okay? Let's go ahead and do another sample here. I'm sorry?
Oh no. That messed up. Okay. That didn't work for me, Mr. Martinez. I'm sorry. I just noticed something.
How many enters did you do?
In this case, I have about 2. Let me see. Show height. Let me expand my window a little bit. No, more than 2.
1, 2.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do 2. 2 enters.
Yeah, I had a whole bunch like you too.
Yeah, normally that's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, so when we reach the bottom, we're gonna be having an extra page. Okay, but let me see, Annie. 1 second, please. Okay, let's go ahead and do another example here. Okay. So I went back at the end of cell and I hit enter twice. So then again, I have the same tabs. Okay, in the same position. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click on Clear All Format. Okay? Now it's only going to clear the format starting from where my pointer is. Okay? Now, the second one. Let's say that we are only going to have...
Right.
Mr. Martinez,
Yes.
you said when it was supposed to go back to what we originally set them at instead of the new one we set it at?
Yeah, basically we are gonna, clear the format from the tabs that we apply. Okay, because right now if you hit tab, it's just gonna jump into the half of an inch mark and it's not gonna have the leaders.
Okay.
Okay, so how did you do that?
Yeah, make sure that the insertion point is down here, okay? I hit enter twice after cell, so it continues with the same, okay, tabs. But I click on format, clear all formatting, because I'm gonna apply a different tabs here. Okay?
All right, I got it. I just got lost there for a minute.
Perfect. Now, in this case, my text is just gonna be aligned to the left-hand side, okay? So let's say that right here is gonna be Los Angeles. So, one sample. Okay. Now, I'm going to need you to come back to the tabs. Okay, the last one that we used was the right one. So we are going to come back here, and we're going to click once, and you guys are going to see the decimal. Okay. Another click, we have a different tab, which is going to be the bar. One more click, we have the indent. One more click, the bottom indent. Another click, and we're back to the left indent, okay? Now, basically right here, I want to turn on, you guys pretty much are going to click until you guys come back to the right tab, because we are going to set another tab here to the 6-inch mark.
Why did we go through all that so we could see all the different choices we had up there?
Yeah, because unfortunately, see, from the last one that we used, see, we can come back, go back. So we have to kind of going around until we come back to the right tab.
But wasn't that what was up there? Couldn't we have just, we couldn't just click on it without having to go all the way through?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now let's go ahead and click into the 6-inch mark, okay? Just click into the 6-inch mark. Okay, now what's going to happen when you guys hit tab, okay? Right after Los Angeles, your insertion point is going to go all the way to the 6-inch mark.
You want us to do that?
Yes, please.
What?
And we are going to type in the state. Just the name of the state. Now, if we hit enter, this time we are not using tab at the beginning, okay? And then tab. This is going to be Texas. Okay, so there we go. Now, how we need to apply the leaders. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the Shanghai. We need to apply the leaders between Los Angeles, California, San Antonio, Texas. Okay, what's the first thing that we need to do?
Okay. Highlight them both.
Okay. And then?
And then...
Wasn't it page layout?
Mr. Martinez?
And then columns?
No.
Yeah, and then... No, that's not right?
No. That option is going to be, okay.
Under paragraph.
Under paragraph, we have the text launcher.
Under tabs, yeah.
And then under tabs. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and close it. Let's go ahead and close that. Yeah, Annie.
I have an extra space in between San Antonio and Texas. I don't know why I got it. I don't know what happened.
Is it a little white line?
No, it's just like, well, it's first when I put the show and hide, it looks three little arrows. So I must have an extra space in between.
Okay. Annie, in that case, that's when the show and hide is going to be very handy. Okay. Because, let's see, if you have something like this, okay, if you have an extra space, is that what you have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
When we turn on the show and hide, yeah, that's going to help you, okay? Let me see. Okay. California is not aligned to Los Angeles. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is what you're gonna have to do. Okay, let's go ahead and delete California. You know, backspace. There you go. And right here, that's where it's gonna go. California. Go ahead and type that in, California. Don't hit enter this time, okay? Just click at the end of Texas, and then you hit enter. Okay, so that's when the show and hide is going to be also handy, okay? That's going to help you to figure it out, okay, what's going on. See, for example, like in my case, if I see that I have a lot of space, I mean, I turn the show and hide. How can I remove this little guy here, the enter? Place my insertion point.
Backspace or delete, right?
Correct, backspace or delete. There we go. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and select those two lines. Now, the easiest and fastest way to open the tabs options, okay? Once we have a tab up here, okay, be very careful when you guys do this, okay? When you guys see the little screen tip, right tab, just double click into that. And the tabs, double click, and the tab start positions are going to open up. With 2 clicks, it's that easier to get to those options, right? And I believe it's going to be also easier to remember, right? Just bring your pointer into that tab. It could be any, left, center, right, decimal, etc., etc. 2 clicks, it opens that window. Okay, we only apply one, right, one stop position on there, the 6-inch mark. We need to select the 6 inside the little box. Okay, we are going to be applying the number 2 leader. Make sure we click on set. And then okay.
Why do I have 2? I have 5.94 and 6.
Okay.
Did I mess up?
Yeah, you applied 2 different tabs. It's very easy that we get extra tabs here, okay? Look, I'm just gonna click somewhere right here, okay? Into my ruler. There you go. Now I have another tab, okay? Now, if I double click into that, right here I have the 2.69 and the 6-inch. So click into the other one, okay, and then click on clear.
Okay.
That's going to be removed. And you're only going to stay with the 6-inch mark. Anytime that you guys add an extra one, okay, that's how you guys can remove it also from this little window. Select the one that has been applied and then select clear. Okay? So there we go. So we have the 6-inch mark, number 2, and then okay.
Oh, wait, number 2?
Number 2 leader, yeah.
Okay, right. Okay.
Mr. Martinez, don't you think that if we were to be working in an office with the format, something like this, do you think they would already have it already set up to where we just have to type things in? Something like this?
Yeah. Remember that sometime, well, first of all, give you guys the introduction, okay? And then we are going to be working into another menu in a minute. And that's where you guys are going to be applying the tabs here. Okay? Now,
so it's going to be one that's already made up and we're going to...
Yes, and we're just going to be doing all the format in a second.
Okay.
In a second, yeah. But, yeah, normally give you guys introduction with a simple exercise, okay? And then we do it into a document. Okay?
Now,
we apply
so
it into a document.
is this basically about formatting documents?
Oh, yes. Formatting.
That's what this is all about, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, any document that you want to create, you're always going to be using a word processor program, right? Which is, in this case, Microsoft Office Word, right? We open it up. I mean, we already know that insertion point is just going to be there blinking, and we start doing our typing. Okay, it could be a letter, it could be a newsletter, it could be a flyer, it could be, I mean, so many different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to use it to make flyers for my husband's business.
And then you do the format. Okay. First of all, you get all the text, and then you do the format. The format basically because we want people, you know, get people attention and having to read our message. Okay.
Okay.
There you go. One more thing. Okay. If let's see. If I have an insertion point here, and by accident I click somewhere right here and apply another tab, see, there's my tab. If you guys want to remove that or need to remove that, bring your pointer into that little tab. When you guys see the little screen tip, left click, hold it, and drag it down. Let go, and that's been removed. Okay?
Cool.
I have 1, 2, and 3. That I added by mistake, okay? So left click, hold it, drag down, left click, hold it, drag it down, left click, hold it, drag it down, and that's deleted. Okay? So how can we open the tabs options? We double click into one of them, and there we are. And then we do all the settings. Okay? Perfect. Make sure that you guys click on save. Let's go ahead and turn on your show and hide. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we should have time. Okay, just one more thing. Okay, that we are here that I would like to go over. Okay, a lot of times you guys are gonna be applying a shade into your boxes. Why? Just to highlight them. Okay, so let's say that we want to apply a shade to that list. Same process. We need to highlight them, and right here we have your shade. Let's say that you guys want to apply, I don't know, maybe something light. And then we could also apply a border around it, okay? Around the selection. So as long as we still have the selection, we could come back to borders and just select outside borders. And there's your table. Now, of course, it's going to make it look different. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
Yeah?
I am.
Okay, perfect.
I'm not. Oh, yeah, I am.
I
Sorry.
One more thing.
I'm a little ahead on myself. Sorry.
One more thing. Sometimes when we apply, see this shade, okay? See, it goes kind of too much to the outside, okay? Let's say that we want to minimize that, okay? So basically, it's going to be the same process. Okay, if we highlight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of text, now you guys are going to be dragging the left indent. Be careful here. Make sure that the screen tip says left indent. Left click, hold it, and drag it close to your text. And the right indent is going to be easier because it's only one guy here. And we could drag it inside. And there's your table now. I'm doing this because we're going to be using these tools in another project, okay? And you guys could definitely use those settings to highlight your tables or your list, etc., etc.
Left indent. I don't.
Yeah,
Where's
left
the left indent?
Right here. This guy right here. This right here. It's two different options that we have, okay? The little triangle on the top, that's one option. The second triangle pointing up, that's another option. And then the little rectangle on the bottom is going to be moving everything together.
Okay.
There you go. And the right one has only one option, the right indent. So that's going to be easier to move. Okay?
Sure.
And then they go right back to where they're supposed to be once you do that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
They did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well, let's make sure that we
The
click on
marks up
complete.
top.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
Mine didn't.
The indent marks up on top by your numbers, they go right back. Mine did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the little triangle, the little right indent that you just move from the right-hand side.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. The little triangle. Mm-hmm. Okay, so as you can see, the ruler is very important, okay, to have in display because we could use the tabs, we could use, move your left indent, the hanging indent, and the first line indent. Okay? We're also going to be getting into those, okay? And make sure we click on Save. So that's the introduction to tabs. Do me a favor and apply another shade to Los Angeles and San Antonio.
Oops.
And apply an outside border, please.
I got this shade. Oh. Wait a minute. It's mine's changing the colors.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was using the wrong one. Never mind, Mr. Rodriguez.
Okay.
I'm like, wait a minute, it's changing my letters.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm going to be removing this one, okay, because that was basically the introduction, right? So we don't need that. Let's go ahead and remove that, the first line, okay? And then, I'm just going to go ahead and apply working with tabs. That's going to be my title. Just going to resize that. And again, I'm going to be using the shade, okay? But this time it's just going to be a different color, okay? Dark blue.
So you're removing your name and
We highlight him and then we press delete.
So it went all the way across like that because that's where the defaults are set, right? That's why I filled in all the way. Okay.
The left indent is right here, to the left margin.
Okay.
But we can also drag it over. And
Right, but automatically it'll fill up where the indents are when you
Correct.
shade it in like that automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There you go. Exactly.
You want us to make it smaller?
No, that's fine.
No. Okay.
That's fine. Okay. Now, you guys are going to apply a page border here, just to the outside of a small box. And okay.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, we've been through this.
Where?
The border.
I know, just give me a second.
Okay.
Let me remember where it's at.
Borders. Here's your borders.
Okay.
And we have borders and shading. And then make sure we click on page border. And select one of the pre-designs. Box. And then okay. Just to have a single border.
Are we supposed to have white lines through our things now?
White lines?
I got a white line. Yeah, I got a white line underneath my name and in between Los Angeles and San Antonio, like you do, kind of.
No,
See?
just zoom in. Zoom in. It's because you're probably zoom out too much. Yeah, we didn't apply anything else.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, there it goes. Because all of a sudden I was seeing white lines, I'm going, okay. All right. I just got to ask questions when I see something that doesn't look right.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Okay. One second. Mary, I'm going to do the same thing again, okay? I'm going to go ahead and... Make it the presenter. Okay, and
Okay.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Alrighty.
It won't take me more than a minute, okay?